Hey, what up YouTubers, it's your boy Alter Tech, back again with a new video. Until we have the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 4s, I want to give you guys a quick demonstration whether or not, is the iPhone 4s is still a worthy device in 2019? Can you still get things done? Well, obviously you can get things done, but is it still a reliable phone? Does it still function? I hope this video can help you make a smart buying decision, because there's a lot of people out there who can't afford a phone, or maybe an iPhone especially. And you can probably get these for cheap on eBay for like under 50 bucks unlocked. Some of them are still in good condition, like in this one. So before we go any further, just give you guys a little flashback. Now check out the thickness of the iPhone 4S compared to the 6S. And I do like the volume rockers on this one, the buttons. It's a nice touch design wise. You do have your do not disturb switch up on top as well. And on the bottom, holy crap, so you do have this dual speakers over here, and this is the charging port. Because you believe that back in the day it was about almost 3 times the size of the lightning port. You do have a headphone jack up over here, and you do have your speaker grill over here, and the mesh, I think it's steel. It's a steel mesh, looks like it, could be wrong, but you do have that iconic Apple screws down on the bottom over here. And on the side over here, you do have your SIM cards on both sides. Over here you do have a power button, and the power button for this phone and the headphone jack, you're going to find it on top over here. So here's the power button, and here's your headphone jack. Now for the performance, are you guys ready for this? The performance on the iPhone 4S, it's pretty bad, and it's not my fault. It's no one's fault. Here's the thing, people. You guys read the news. If you do read the news, you guys heard that the Applegate scandal, where the battery deteriorates over time. Apple has this mechanism, this command in the phone that will actually slow down the performance of your phone so that it can extend the battery life, so you can get more juice throughout the day. So for those of you guys thinking about buying this from eBay or some other site, here's the problem. Now you can't turn that command off. And for some other updates, for some other phones, you are able to turn that command off. So for the battery settings, let me just go ahead real quick. You're supposed to have an option where it says you can actually turn that feature off, and it does not show up over here. And that's because Apple stopped updating this device a while ago. It's a great looking device, and the display is pretty damn good considering how old it is. And all you needed to do really was buy a Mophie case on eBay for like under 20 bucks. Let's go ahead and try some gaming real quick. I know it's kind of quick in the video for me to go ahead and get that stuff out. So we have Tetris. And let's see how fast it actually is. So the iPhone 6s is running iOS 13. And this one, let me just go ahead and play with this in the background while this one actually loads up. And for another thing, for the iOS 13 update, my 6s, the battery life has been pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't good to begin with, but with that update, I find myself having to charge it a lot more than usual. So let's go ahead and play a game. A new game, continue. At least you can still play a game with this. I mean, it's not smooth. Okay, so for the audio, it's going to be cutting in and out because this phone isn't that powerful enough to run this game. I'm not exactly sure if it's because of the, let me see if I can even drop this where I want to. Wow, this is no bueno, no good. So the audio can't even play itself, number one. Number two, it's laggy. Number three, it's freezing right now. This phone isn't looking so good. And I'm pressing the home button. Let me see what other apps I have in the background real quick. So I just double tapped the home button, and that should bring up this. So I have Safari up, Notes, and that's it. I have Notes, Safari, the settings menu, and Tetris, and it still can't even properly run a game. I mean, that's pretty bad. So let me go back over here, and let me just go back into the settings. Yeah, this phone, well, at least you can make phone calls. At least you could try and text people. You're not going to get iOS 13 on this. This phone is probably stuck on iOS maybe 11, I'm guessing. So I'm not even gonna bother checking with that. But otherwise, for the design of the phone, I mean, it's still pretty impressive. It's still almost in mint condition. There's no scratches on the display because I've had a tempered glass screen protector on this. It's just that the problem is, you know what, let me go ahead and just snap a photo real quick. Let's see how this actually looks. I mean, the camera isn't bad. Let me compare that with the iPhone 6s. I'll actually post this up for you guys. Anyways, people, it would have been a great idea for you guys to go ahead and save some money by picking this up. Maybe if I did replace the battery on this with a fresh new one, maybe then the performance would actually, jump back up. But for the most part, when you're buying this used on eBay especially, the chances are is that the battery is going to be in very poor condition. I mean, this is an old device, and you're probably going to have to deal with the same issues I'm facing with right now, and that is with that Apple command that slows down the phone when the battery health reaches a certain level. So it sucks, and now you can understand why so many people were actually irate when they found out Apple was actually doing this. Now with the newer phones, there is an option for you guys to go ahead and turn off that command, but for phones like this that didn't get the new updates, you can't turn off that function. Anyways, people, so this is the iPhone 4S. Do I suggest you guys buying it? I have to give it a big no. If you guys are looking for a phone, maybe you could get a nice deal on Metro or one of these other, MVNO companies. Anyways, this is Altertech signing out. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Peace.